In this lesson, we will be learning about solving multi-step equations. Okay, so let's start off with two-step equations. Okay, so we always want to do the opposite operation to undo and solve for x. So on the left-hand side, I have plus 5. So if I subtract 5 on the left-hand side, I'm going to subtract 5 on the right-hand side as well. Whatever you do to one side, you must also do to the other. So now 5 minus 5 becomes 0, which is what I wanted, and now I'm just left with 8x equals 56. So now I have 8 times x, so now I have 8 times x, and the opposite of that would be to divide by 8 on both sides, and I'm left with x is equal to 7. Okay, you can check your work by plugging in 7 for x. Okay, so we do have 56 plus 5 is equal to 61, so it does work. Okay, all right, let's try one with division. So the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 21 from both sides. Here I'm left with t over 8, because 21 minus 21 is 0, and that's going to be equal to negative 7. Okay, so because I have t divided by 8 here, I need to multiply it by 8 on both sides. I'm doing the opposite operation. Okay, here this is like 8 over 1. 8 divided by 8 cancels, and I'm just left with t is equal to negative 56. Okay, let's try these together. I'm actually going to cross this one off for right now and just focus over here. So we'll notice that we have the division sign over the t minus 15. So in this type of problem, the first thing that we want to do is get rid of our fraction. So right away I'm going to multiply both sides by 9, okay, which is the same as 9 over 1. So 9 divided by 9 cancels out, and on the left-hand side I'm just left with t minus 15 is equal to negative 56, okay. So then from here, I can add 15 to both sides. This cancels, and I'm just left with t is equal to. Whenever I have negative 56 plus 15, they're different signs, so I'm subtracting. So that will give me negative 41. Okay, there are more negatives, so my answer is negative. Okay, so in this part I'd like you to try these on your own, so pause the video for a moment and then check back at your work. Okay, so let's see how you did. Okay, so you should have subtracted 5 first from both sides. Then you're left with 7f is equal to 35. Okay, then I'm going to divide by 7. I'm going to do the opposite operation, and f is equal to 5. Okay, moving on, I'm going to draw the line to separate. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. Okay, negative 6 plus 6 is 0. And I'm left with 12t is equal to 96. Okay, so the opposite here would be to divide by 12 to get t alone. Okay, so now here t is going to be equal to 8. Okay, the third one. Here I want to clear the fraction first, so I need to multiply by 4 on top, which means I need to multiply by 4 over here as well on both sides. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so that cancels out. And I have 17 minus s on this side. And on the right side I have negative 40. Okay? So then I want to subtract, this is a positive 17. So to make this 0, I need to subtract 17. So I'm going to subtract 17. Okay? So 17 minus 17 is 0. And then I have negative s left over. Don't forget to bring that down. I have negative s equals negative 40 minus 17, negative 57. Okay, this negative s is like negative 1s. There's one of them. Okay, so if I divide by negative 1 on both sides, on the left-hand side, I'm just going to bring it up here, I'll be left with just s, and on the right-hand side, negative divided by negative is going to be positive, so positive 57. Okay, I'm just going to erase this right here because it's in the way. And the last one. Okay, so here we're dealing with some decimals. So if I have minus 32.7, I'm going to add 32.7 to both sides. Okay, so this becomes 0. And then I have negative 2.5y is equal to, I need to add these together. Okay, and then I'm going to divide by negative 2.5 on both sides. And here I get y is equal to, this is going to be a negative because I have a positive number divided by a negative number, 42.72. Okay, so this is the end of part 1 for this lesson.